Water.
Earth.
Fire.
Air.
For the longest time, the four nations have lived together in harmony. Under the wise leadership of Avatar Roku, the world has experienced an era of peace and prosperity unlike any other. But with the recent death of Avatar Roku after his volcanic island erupted, members of all four nations feel the winds and tides of change. With the search for the new Avatar only just beginning, the world seems poised on the brink of conflict. But without the Avatar, who will save the world?
My name is Bree, also known as PrettiPixel, and I am playing Shurva, a warrior from the Fire Nation.
I'm Andrew, also go by Lucifer. I'm playing Firebender that goes by Mako Bao.
Hello, I'm Ali, and I'm playing Oki, a waterbender from the Northern Water Tribe.
I'm Brandon, and I'm Rung-Bolo, an earthbender from the Earth Nation.
Hey, I'm Dave, and my character is Al, the airbender from the Air Nomads.
And I'm Owen, the dungeon master of this ragtag group of members of all four nations. Hello! Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to the Lost Archives. Thank you for rejoining us. I hope you're having a lovely week and it's been an okay Thursday. Week is almost finished. You've only got one more day to go and then it's the weekend. Woohoo! I know, I'm excited. Welcome back, everybody, for some Avatar Legends. Thank you, everybody, who came and joined us last night for the Tyranny of Dragons stream. We had a real blast. We've had a guest character come in and join us for a couple of sessions. He's going to be joining us for a while. Raf, who was hoping to come and jump on the Avatar Legends stream at some point, but his Thursdays are no longer free. So he's going to be joining us on the Tyranny of Dragons as a guest character for a little bit, playing a Tabaxi Necromancer, which is a really, really cool, fun.
Whoa!
Yeah. And
I love Tabaxi.
they're really cool. His character art as well, it's based on the Sphinx cat. You know those naked Egyptian cats?
Yeah.
Yes, so it's based on that. I had a lot of fun doing the character art. I think it's my favorite one I've done so far. It's sick. So if you want to come see some...
to draw fur.
What was that? Sorry. Yeah, I didn't have to draw fur. It was awesome. Yeah, super easy. So if you want to come see some cool new character art, make sure you come and check out the Tyranny of Dragons. And the other really exciting news as well, you can also check it out on our brand new wiki page. Oh my god! We've got a wiki page on fandom. It is not indexed by Google just yet. At the time of speaking this, the spiders have not crawled the web and indexed it just yet. I think that takes a little bit of time for Google to catch up, but if you jump onto fandom and type in the Lost Archives into the search bar, you'll find it. Otherwise, it'll be in the video description, podcast link description, or I actually tell you what, I'll chuck it in the Twitch chat right now as well. But yeah, super exciting. So we've got a wiki.
Go to Search Console, and you can request Google to crawl it for you, and it usually takes like 2 hours up to like 24 hours.
Oh, nice! I didn't know I could do that. I'll go do that. But yeah, we have a wiki page where you can go and read about the campaign, about the characters. I'm in the process of editing and updating it as we go, but there'll be full character profiles for every single character, both in the Dungeons and Dragons and the Avatar Legends stream. Also, all of the homebrew content that I've created, I've been putting up as well, so that everyone can access that through the wiki if you want to use it. Yeah, just thought it was time to share it all and have it all in one place. We're now at the point where we've got almost 100 episodes of the D&D stream, and we're rapidly approaching 30 of this one, and we're also going to be starting the new Curse of Strahd campaign fairly soon. I thought, it's probably time that we have a centralized place for all the information and all the stuff. So yes, that is it's been a long time coming, but it is now up, and it's progressing rapidly. But if anyone wants to help me out by doing little episode summaries, please feel free to add to it. It's a wiki, so everyone can contribute. Yes, Brandon.
I was going to say, I was like, I'll do it. I'm like, I was waiting for you to go, no, don't.
No, it's a lot of work. I'm happy for you to help out. It's a huge amount of content.
It was amazing this episode.
That's okay. I'll take it. It's better than blank, which is what some of them have so far. So I'll take that. But yeah, super exciting. So yeah, really pleased to have that up and running now. For those of you who are seeing the stream and watching on YouTube, you'll notice that Ali's camera is off. Unfortunately, she can't join us tonight. So she is with us in spirit, but not with us in person. I'll keep playing Oki for the time being until she rejoins us. But yeah, unfortunately, she can't make it tonight. I think that was all the news I had to share, unless anyone else had anything fun to fun to share from the week or from the... Oh, we were off last week, weren't we? Yeah, so, yes, obviously we couldn't make it last week. Sorry about that, but we're back now. I know you've been itching for your Avatar Legends fix, but it's okay. We're here. But I don't think there's any other news from the looks of things. No, cool. I'll be doing a stream this Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, because why not? Maybe even start at 7:30. Don't know what I'm going to stream yet, just going to vibe it. Andrew, you're looking like you're awake at that time.
Yeah, I'm starting to go to sleep at 10, so like it's becoming a good option.
Okay. Do you want to do some Raft?
I'm down for Raft.
Perfect. Bree, do you want to do some Raft?
I can do some Raft.
Is that too early for you?
I'll do my best.
I'm holding you to that. Perfect. All right. Well, there you go, everybody. It's official. We're now going to do some Raft on Saturday morning. Now that, yes, Brandon, are you joining us as well?
I thought Bree was high-fiving us then.
No, I was trying to fix my camera.
That's resetting the blurriness of the camera. Awesome.
We'll see how it goes.
You're not blurry, Bree. It's your astigmatism.
Yeah, it's your astigmatism, Bree. That's right. You need to get that corrected, mate. I like it, Dave. That was good. On the ball. All right. Well, I better do a bit of a recap to get us back in session. Bree's really struggling with that camera. Right? She's just left. She's rage quit. That's how frustrated she is with it. She's just gone. All right. Let me do a recap and get us up to speed, because obviously it's been a little bit since we last played. Our story has been following Shurva and Mako of the Fire Nation, Rung of the Earth Kingdom, Oki of the Water Tribe, and Aal of the Air Nomads. The children of important ambassadors of each of the four nations, they've been attending a historic summit at the Beifong Estate. With the recent death of Avatar Roku following the eruption of his volcanic island home, omens of war and conflict seem numerous. After solving some spirit problems at the Northern Water Tribe and Oki learning how to spirit bend and calm spirits, the party have travelled to the Northern Air Temple for a couple of reasons. Aal had been missing his mentor, Monk Gyatso, and was keen to ask some questions about his new abilities after interacting with the Fox Spirit of the North. On top of that, the group were also interested to learn more about these four primal spirits, the four spirits associated with each of the nations, and figured that the Air Nomad Library would probably have the information that they required. It turns out it did. After spending a bit of time searching through the archives, the group have learnt a little bit more about each of the four spirits: the Fox Spirit of the North, the Bison Spirit of the Air Nomads, the Dragon Spirit of the Fire Nation, and the Badgermole Spirit of the Earth Kingdom. They've also learnt that the Air Nomad Spirit, this primal spirit of air, travels around to the various locations, both natural and to the temples as well, every few hundred years. And it seems that it was last spotted only a few years ago, near the Eastern Air Temple. Monk Gyatso investigated Aal's burgeoning new powers and realised and helped Aal sort of discover his ability to now manipulate weather using his airbending, which is going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. Aal was also, finally, and very late, given his own Sky Bison, having been unable to bond with a Sky Bison as a child due to a bit of a shortage at the Northern Air Temple. He has now been able to bond to a Sky Bison that at the moment we're calling Little One, because there has not been a name chosen for this bison just yet. So I'm going to continue referring to it as Little One until you guys pick a name. And I'm also going to open that up to the stream chat as well and to the comments section. Any suggestions for names, chuck them in the comments. The Sky Bison. At this point, these guys have they've had 3 weeks and they've not come up with anything. And so, yep, we're gonna crowdfund this idea by getting you guys to give good suggestions. So please comment what you'd like the bison to be named.
It is a female. It
is a female.
Yep.
She is a female. Yes, it doesn't have to be a gendered name, but yeah, that is good context for those who want to pick gendered names. Absolutely. And we left off last session having said semi-tearful farewells to the Air Nomads and to Monk Gyatso particularly, before climbing on top of the bison and taking off, heading towards the Eastern Air Temple. We jump back in immediately as we left off. Below you see the temple grounds dropping away rapidly as the bison immediately takes to the sky with a large growl. As Aal sits at the front and goes, yip, yip, the bison takes off. You can see other Air Nomads wheeling and turning around in the air on their kites, catching the air currents as they flow around the temple, rising on the thermals that come off the hot rock around the outside of the mountainous area near the temple. And below you see Monk Gyatso giving a little wave as you guys take off. You laughed at that, Andrew? Mango tart. XX murder face XXX. Oh yeah, stream. Stream. You can do better than that, guys. Come on.
I was thinking Mango Tart. That made the shortlist.
Even just Mango's a pretty cute name.
Yeah, I had Tango Mango and Mango Tart.
Tango Mango's pretty cute. Just put it out there. Tango Mango's pretty cute. I like it. Yes, as Mango citation pending takes off and you guys begin flying away. You can see Oki and Ahini sort of leaning over, looking down at the ground below, and then Ahini sort of lies back, stretches out, puts her arms behind her head, leans back and goes, I tell you what, I could get used to catching sky bison. It's a lot quicker than walking. Definitely much easier than trying to paddle a canoe. This is. I think you guys are onto something, huh? I think the Airbenders have got a good trick going here.
I mean, it's been our main mode of transport for the last, I don't know, as long as we have history. So I think we are onto something.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's very fair. So where, like, have you been to the Eastern Air Temple before? Is this?
No, see that's where all the all the female airbenders are there, and it's not often that as males go there. So this will be my first time. I'm pretty excited.
Actually, I've got a
yeah, go on.
No, I had a question. So, like, obviously, when air nomad mothers have their babies, like, do the babies just get taken away from them straight away if the mothers are at the Eastern or Western Air Temple and it's like a boy? Like, how? I don't know. Like,
We're not monsters, Ahini.
I'm not suggesting you are. How does that work? Like, how old are you when you're sent away from your family? Because it looks like air nomads don't really have the same kind of like family structure that we in the Water Tribe have.
Yeah, no, but
you guys are pretty close over there.
They are pretty close. It's
Very close in those igloos.
Yeah, everyone's like family over there. Well, what we do is, we raise the child up, and then when it's time for their education, which is usually 10 to 12-year-old, we send them off. We raise them as a community, but I mean they do have a birth parent and that. But yeah, then we send them off to the temple of the corresponding parent that they're in.
So do you have like was your dad at the Northern Air Temple? Should we have said hello? Like, have you got brothers and sisters there? Well, not at the you wouldn't have sisters at the Northern, but do you have siblings? Like, what? I'm just amazed. We don't know any of this stuff about you.
Yeah. Well, I don't usually talk about myself, so yeah, no. I mean, I have a birth brother there, and I have a birth sister as well. But in the sense that you consider sisters, but I consider everyone in the temple my brothers and sisters, and male mentors and female mentors.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Right. Okay. Oki looks over at Ahini and goes, "Yeah, but I also consider Ahini to be my sister, and we're actually not related." Ahini goes, "Yeah, such a shame for you about that, isn't it?" Oki sort of gives her a playful punch on the shoulder.
Is that because you want to be related, Ahini? I don't understand.
Oh, Oki just wishes that she was had the same amazing genetics that I do. It's she just wishes that she was as cool as I am. Oki gives her another playful punch. What are you mouthing, Andrew?
What about you, Ahini?
Suspicious.
Do you have any siblings, Ahini?
Yeah. I've got two older brothers. They're both pretty strong, pretty tough. They're both librarians at the Citadel and the Northern Water Tribe. They both deal with books and things like that. I'm the cool one of my family. I'm the tough go-getter. Pretty sure one of my brothers, a strong breeze would knock him over.
Well, I am an airbender, so we can do something about that when we meet him.
It's not a bad idea. I hadn't even thought about that. That could be quite fun. Sorry, I just realized I don't really know a huge amount about all of you guys, about who you are. I know obviously that Shurva has some weird thing where she has to look after Mako because she's been charged to do it by the Fire Nation, and Mako seems to have this weird thing where he doesn't want to be looked after. Is that
But quite clearly needs to be looked after.
Yeah, 100% needs to be. That goes without saying. I didn't feel the need to point that out.
You didn't really have to say that bit, but you just hit the nail on the head there. But wow, that
is that not correct? Do you not need to be looked after?
No, I'm fine. I should be fine, right?
It's just that every time you like are given the opportunity to make your own decisions, you make really bad ones. Has anyone else noticed that? Or is that just me?
I'm learning from my mistakes.
No, you're not.
I've made a couple.
You've never learned from your mistakes. It's been years of you making the same mistakes over and over again, and you've not once learned.
He learns,
Wait,
he just
hang
doesn't
on.
actually do it.
How long have you had to like look after Mako, Shurva? Like, how long have you guys known each other?
So carry back the 2.
Well, my family, so like my parents looked after his parents from like around the same age that we were, and then I kind of took over him, but we were friends like pretty much since infancy. We grew up together, and then I was just, they were like, well, you know him well enough to know where he's running off to, so guess you're his ward now.
So it's
Shit,
really
puts a
weird
hand.
because my friend's like the one looking after me. It's really weird, but like it is what it is.
It's where we have very much a brother-sister relationship, and when people say that they think there's something going on between us, it's really gross.
Full heads up, she's not always, doesn't always act like this. She's actually very childish. Just full heads up.
I'm
We've
not
been
having
traveling
to
together
save
for a
your
while.
ass.
I haven't seen Shurva act very childish.
Yeah,
since we've been together.
I don't get that vibe from her.
We have been in life and death situations for like the last month. I haven't
That's a
had a
good point.
chance.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a really good point.
I've still been childish. I pushed Mako into a temple.
Was that childish,
Oh my
or
God,
like murderous?
That was all in good fun. Everyone's all right. Not even agrees, right, Mako?
I'm fine.
It's just the dreams, right, Mako?
Yeah, just the dreams.
Oki looks down and goes, "I can't heal dreams. You're just gonna have to deal with that. I can
Mako,
patch up physical injuries, but
Just a quick question, Mako. Apart from Shurva being a metaphorical sibling, are you an only child?
I am an only child, yes.
Ah, okay. Yep.
Why he's so spoiled.
Yeah.
That explains a lot then. So.
Yeah, it also helps with me getting away with stuff.
Yeah. That's all right.
Heaney sort of
If
gets
you
a bit
hadn't
of
done
a.
it, we wouldn't be on this fun adventure.
That's
Exactly.
true. Good point. You would have been on a different fun adventure. Heaney gives a bit of a sly smile, looks at Marco and goes, "I reckon you're a bit of a daddy's boy. How am I doing? Am I warm, cold?"
What was the purpose of that wish again?
We don't want to. Yeah, it was to bring him back to life, but hey.
To be fair, like I don't judge him for that. I think like if I was in a similar position where like I thought I could bring someone back who I loved,
Yeah,
I would.
Thank you. Okay,
But then
that
again,
makes me
if
feel a
I
little bit more
thought for
justified.
more than 2 seconds about it, I'd go, I wonder if there's any consequences to this thing. Like I'm getting this really amazing magical effect for free. That doesn't seem right. That's not how the world works. So I might have asked some more questions. Yeah,
He doesn't have a good concept in how the world works.
I'll ask the whale next time. Anything else? I should have
There
asked
is
the
no
whale.
next time.
There is no. Yeah, that's. Thank you. Thank you very
You've got
much.
to hope there's not a next time.
Next time we meet, sorry. I won't make a wish, I'll just ask questions.
What about you, Rung? Have you got?
Depending if he wants to meet you. Oh, sorry.
Sure.
Hey.
No. I just realized I don't really know much about you, and I've not asked any questions about you because I think I've not really like. No offense, but I've not really like.
That's no offenses around here.
When
with this guy, but,
anyone
oh no.
no offense. They mean it offensively.
That's typically.
Yeah, it's always followed by like.
Oh, in that case, then
really
mild to
big
moderate
fat butt.
offense.
Oh, that's okay. That's cool then.
It's just that
what
every
do you
time
want
you
to know?
pull out your like badge of like being like some sort of like weird coal mining person, I find it very hard to respect you as a person.
Yeah, it's kind of a given real thing for the trade. Really, it's the reason why I spend
like-
most of my time
But
underground.
you're really proud of it, and part of me finds that
Oh
endearing.
yeah, it's a very honourable business to be a part of. Actually, yeah, I kind of got sent off that what do we call that
But
thing
like,
with Summit?
can we
sort of
talk
deal
about
where
the fact that you
where it's
clearly
just
were
things
sent
just-
to work in coal mines as a child, and then to make you feel better about it, they've given you like a cool looking badge? Like, is that not a bit fucked? Like, can we?
Well, that's just your perception of the whole thing. It means a lot more. Exactly in the mines there. Actually,
Okay.
kind of got sent out of there because kind of got a bit too into the trade, the old family trade there. So
Hang on,
thought
wait.
it'd
You
be
got
good
sent
for you
out
to
of
get
the mines.
underground.
You got sent out of the mines because you were too into it. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Like, you've got apparently kind of like looking. He looks over to Arlen, goes kind of like how he sort of like flies the nest and goes on their little journey. same here. Apparently, I got a little bit too into the whole mineralogy of what was going there in town. So that's when the whole the mission thing came on. It was like, you should leave and go get some sunlight. So now I've got a bit of a tan, which is nice.
That's because they got their eyes on you for management, right? Wrong? So they want you to broaden your horizons.
Well, that's basically it. Because can't really manage things without any use of worldly experience apparently. So I've got to go on my journey and my walkabout and find myself and such. So now I've sort of fallen into this. So it's kind of worked well.
I kind of get
me. Yeah.
I get how like Mako, son of an ambassador, is there. You said that you were sent as part of like your learning and your education. Like Sister Taka, was it? Brought you along to the Beifong estate because you still had some training to do or something like that. And Oki, I mean, you were sent along to help. You snuck along, didn't you? And Oki like nods, just like, I stowed away. Yeah, right, of course, yeah. So you stowed away. Shurva, you were obviously protecting Mako. Rung, why were you at the
Rung, I have a quick
Beifong
question.
estate?
Was there any major disasters at the mine before you left?
Just scratch it a little bit. I kind of lost my brother in the mines. That was kind of a big thing that happened then, I guess.
Oh, what?
That kind of happened.
What?
No, it's cool. No, it happened a year or two ago, so that's fine. Getting over that now. Yeah,
sorry,
mine's collapsed, so it happens. It's cool.
When you say lost, do you mean he's no longer with us, or like he went missing and you found him?
Well, they're pretty much like we were mining there, and brothers on the other side, and the whole thing sort of collapsed with the rocks came down. And it was kind of at that point, so I realized that he's not coming back out from the other side. But he pulls out his hair from a little pin. He's like, I got his little Toji pin, so that's kind of nice. So he sort of kept that one there as a memory of him, a little golden pin. He ties back up and sticks it back in there. So I thought it was good to sort of get out of home for a little bit and go on this little mission here. I didn't really want to bring it up too much, I guess. But
that makes sense.
I'll give Rung a hug.
This is you. Rung is just like
he gets out some water to like heal Rung and then realizes it's not going to work. Puts it away again.
He's like, oh, now I'm wet. Oh god. Thank you, Al. He sort of like just raises his arm, just let the air dry him out a little bit. He's like, well, things all happen in life, not everything's all roses and happy days, but it's been good doing this in this pure chaos. As he looks over, looks over at Mako and goes,
you lost a brother.
I need this chaos.
You lost a brother and you didn't selfishly wish for them to come back to life and endanger the entire world with a wish.
I didn't really think it was a good idea at the time. I was kind of trying to steer the boat away from the giant whale.
For podcast listeners, Andrew has got up and walked away.
He took his headset off, hung it up, and then walked away. It was good. It was like yeah.
You know what? Maybe if we find the next one, maybe I'll call dibs in the next one actually. But I'll like put in some stipulations into this one, maybe.
Like no consequences.
Yeah, that's it. Purely just no zombification either.
And make sure like you really say what you want, otherwise something bad might happen.
I really want this person to be alive, and he comes back with a bunch of gold and another mine. Oh yeah, that'd be perfect.
Because that's something Rung's going to be really good at, is specificity.
Yeah.
You
might say too much. That might be the problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to need some more paper. It's going to be a list.
Guys, I think the lesson that we learned is that specificity is only half of it. I think this repercussion that we're dealing with the unbalance of the spirits would have happened regardless of how specific Mako's wish was. As much fun as it is to make fun of him for making a dumb wish, we should be making fun of him for making any wish at all.
It seems that everyone that's made a wish is a bad choice. I don't know. It's a theme.
We should make fun of him for rolling badly.
Oh yeah, 100%.
When he wished.
No, he rolled well. He rolled.
He got like 94%. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I said it really vaguely, so that 94.
We said undo my mistakes. I mean,
yeah, that 94
would have been.
Oh man,
Whale didn't say that was a word
really
or anything.
poorly.
I could have. Part of me is like I could have interpreted that as like, oh, like when I was a sperm and I was like fertilizing the egg, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have bothered. Mako never exists. It's a completely different Mako.
That would have solved a lot of problems.
Would have been completely different Mako would have been just like suddenly like it's a different person standing there who none of you know, but like who knows you really well because he's been through similar things to you guys, and you're like, who the fuck are you? It's like, oh, I'm Taco. How you guys doing? We okay?
I was gonna say Mako, but Taco's better.
Yeah, I'm Taco. How we doing? What's up, fellow students? Yeah.
No, shut up, brother. Damn it.
Yeah, it would have been
Could've
fun.
won.
As you guys continue sort of in the air, traveling along, the bison flying along, you can see below you the mountainous region sort of gradually giving way to low-set forests, around some fields that have been set in amongst these like, quite large valleys in between some of the larger peaks of the mountain range. You can also see what looks to be a small town somewhat in the distance. The sun sort of still probably just setting at this point, given that you've been at the air temple for a couple of hours. You can see the sun sort of just setting a little bit in the distance in front of you as you guys head towards the... Oh no, sorry, it'd be setting behind you as you guys head towards the east. Setting off towards the side. And they see this small village below as well, the lights sort of just... the lanterns just being lit and lights being sort of like cast out from inside the houses and from street lights that have been set up along the outside of the village, these large torches that are being lit. You know that you're somewhat now in the Earth Kingdom, having rather quickly crossed out of the borders of what is traditionally air nomad land and back into the outer regions of the Earth Kingdom. And below you, you can see a small town. Now, you know that at some point you probably will need to stop and rest for the night. I mean, while you can fly all night, it does mean that Mango will be a bit tuckered out. I'm just going to start calling it Mango until you guys come up with a better name. It does mean that Mango will be a bit tuckered out if you guys go all night and then need to fly somewhere in the morning, just so that you guys know where you're at and what you're thinking. So hand back over to you guys.
Have we passed, have we left all the mountains yet?
There's still some mountains behind you, and there's a mountain range towards your left along the coastline as you guys are heading between what looks to be a gorge in between some of the mountain areas.
It's all like not deserty looking, like it's still all like nice and sort of rocky, so green sort of.
Yeah, rocky
or...
forest area. So at the moment you haven't left the mountainous region. You're just in between some of the larger peaks, in a bit of a valley. And before you can see down a little bit further ahead, on the other side of the mountain ranges, you can see that there are some rivers sort of weaving through areas of forest. If that helps.
Yeah. You guys want to call it a night and land and get some rest and feed Mango, or do you guys want to take our luck and keep going and camp if we get really tired?
I can just keep watch for a bit. I'm just going to keep an eye if you guys want a nap.
I'm good.
I mean, it's probably a good idea to give Mango a rest.
This I think this is her big first flight since
okay.
ever.
Yeah.
So
we don't want to be above the ocean or a dangerous mountain range, and then she starts running out of steam and she starts falling.
Yeah.
I don't know how air bison work, but I assume they're kind of like planes and they run out of fuel and they just instantly drop down.
Just
You're not so wrong. Yeah.
I don't want to hurt her by crashing into the side of an island and then we have to find a volleyball and make friends with it or anything.
Yeah, and she's still new to us, so we don't want to work her too hard yet. We don't know.
we go to one of those little rivers down there and get us some water and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, I mean,
that with Mango.
We can stock up there, but then there's a town just over that way.
Do we have money?
Do we like this town? I think
Oh, we do? Oh, okay.
We still have all of your dad's money because the
Daddy's
air
money.
temple and the air temple
Thanks,
and water
Daddy.
temple both gave us not water temple, but the water trap. They all gave us provisions without asking for exchange. So we've got plenty of daddy's money.
Sweet.
You've got some money. You've got some provisions. You're pretty well set up, and you've also got as well packed onto the back of Mango. You also have some tents as well as sleeping bags.
We've got pretty well stocked packs from water trap. So we don't have to go in town if we don't want to. We can stop by the river and stay secluded for now, but it won't hurt for us to go.
In that case, if we don't have to camp, why camp?
Yeah, we could set up base near the river and just pop our head into the village and see if there would be any trouble for us there.
It's easy. If we don't know the town, we don't know if we can. I'm sure the towns around here aren't too bad. Do we would we know in general, if there's lots of towns that are dodgy, or is every town like pretty nice and peaceful?
Well, you're
Like
the person who would
areas?
know, Rung, because you're from
Yeah,
the
we're
Earth
in
Kingdom.
Earth Nation.
Yeah.
Oh, the Earth Nation now. Oh, that's
We're in the Earth Kingdom. Actually, you might know as well. You know that some of the surrounding towns near to the Northern Air Temple sometimes do trade with the Air Nomads. Sometimes there is some exchange of goods and exchange of services between the Air Nomads and the Earth Kingdom villages that are sort of dotted around here in Earth Kingdom, hamlets that are dotted around here. Yeah, you know that there are some towns that are pretty friendly to airbenders, and they wouldn't be too surprised to see them coming down on a bike. So this one's pretty close to the Northern Air Temple. You suspect that probably there's been trading with this one before. But you have also heard that there have been some villages that are a bit more rough, shall we say, and the Air Nomads generally won't spend the night there because they play it safe.
Am I learned enough to know what this is?
Ooh, I'm going to get you to roll to see if you do. Could you
Can
please
do.
roll me with focus to see how much you
Should
remember?
should Rung row as well?
Rung could probably roll with focus too, because Rung, you would know a rough outlay of the Earth Kingdom. Now, your town,
I got a 15
Laiwowo,
anyway.
15, nice, absolute success. Your town of Laiwowo, Rung, roughly where is that on the... That's the name of his town.
That is genius.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you,
man, you are
fancy
so
net
good.
generator.
Laiwowo.
Why whoa whoa?
Whoa.
Far out.
Just so that I know, where is that in
I'm struggling to
relation
name
to...
a bison, and you come up with just gold.
Good
like, why
question.
whoa whoa?
I didn't
Where-
plan that part out.
You haven't planned where it is? All right, in that case then, can I please position it?
Freedom of choice. All yours.
Is that okay? I'm going to position it. All right, great. I'm going to position it just north of Umashu and south of Gaipan village. So it's just a little bit north of Umashu. So north of the swamp, north of the desert,
He's
but
pulling up
not
a
too
map.
far. Not too
Where
far
was
from.
that
I'm
really
making my
big
notes like-
interactive map that you had?
Oh, that should still be should still be on roll 20.
Okay.
I'll take us across. I'll take you across the world map.
I just want to be able to see like where in the world we are right now.
Yeah, I'll just quickly see if
Actually,
Mash is
that's a good
actually up on
point.
roll 20.
Because I remember it was like a
open up
really
the
big map, so it
section
was like
nowadays.
hard to upload.
Oh man, it's huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing if it's on
Yeah, it is.
the. I can't find it on roll 20 anymore. That's okay. I might have taken it off roll 20 because it was huge and it was eating up all of my space that I could use for everything else that I need to do. So what I'd recommend is just Google Avatar World Map and just get the first one. Actually, I've got a really good one I can link you. Here you go. I'll put it in the Facebook chat, and for those who want to follow along at home, I'll put it in the Twitch chat message as well. I don't know why I'm talking like
JD
that.
Link.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot.
Only sorry.
Oh, Lover's Pass. I see. So you
Yeah.
say North of Marshy?
Just north of Omashu. There you go. Here's the world map that you guys.
Oh, so we're actually pretty close to it at the cultural hub of the desert, Misty Palms Oasis.
Oh, exactly. When you were when you were in the Seawong Desert. I mean, and so the other thing I should point out as well is that the location of the Beifong estate is just south of Full Moon Bay on the border of the Seawong Desert. So Rung hadn't traveled very far to get to the desert, to get to the
Oh, this is good, this map.
It's a good map, isn't it? Yeah.
Safe.
Okay, so
Oh.
we're heading kind of southeast at the moment.
At this point, yeah, you guys are heading southeast. So at your current trajectory, you'll fly over the Serpent's Pass, down towards Chameleon Bay, and then arrive at the Eastern Air Temple.
Serpent's Pass. Serpent's
That's what I was saying. At one point, we were considering making a
You
detour
could make a
past Bay.
detour via Barsing Say if you wanted to. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you totally could. Absolutely.
I mean, we could at least fly over and see what happened.
I love the idea that we're all in the back of an air bison, just like hovering over one map. I really love that.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where you're from, Rung?
The Misty Palms Oasis is the cultural hub of the desert. Shrupa
Yeah.
saying you can't seem to find the desert hub of cultures, but it's the Misty Palms Oasis.
Desert
That's
hub
it.
of cultures.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ.
That's a t-shirt.
He doesn't even know what it's called.
No, he doesn't.
Check the wiki, mate. It'll be in the wiki.
It's in the wiki. It's not in the wiki yet, but it will be in the wiki.
It will be in the wiki. Yeah. Don't make me a liar, Owen.
I'm not making you do anything. You're making yourself. Oh, you guys haven't been to Kyoshi Islands. I'd love for you guys to go to Kyoshi Island.
Hint, hint, sniff, sniff. Story,
I would
story.
also love to go to.
No, I've got no reason to send you there. It's just because it's a cool place. I love Kyoshi
No,
Islands.
I love exploring.
I think that's like legit the only place my character can have an arc. So would enjoy going there.
I've got something else in mind for Shurva. There's another thing that she might learn that'd be pretty fucking cool that I've got in mind. But yeah, so as you guys are like poring over this map, Bahini's looking and going like, was this map like drawn by the Fire Nation or something? Look how tiny the water tribes are. Like these like continents are huge. You know, like the North and South Pole cover the entire stretch of all of that ocean, and yet there are these like tiny little like circles at the very bottom of the map. This isn't accurate. Like, who drew this?
Where are you getting that information from?
What do you mean?
Is that what your maps look like?
No, it's from sailing around I mean, you just came from the Northern Water Tribe. It's huge. It's the entire
It's not
North
that big.
Pole. Not the tribe,
big.
but the
Nation's
North
pretty-
Pole is. The
Earth
North
Kingdom's
Pole's
pretty big.
huge.
I
Not as big as Earth
think
Kingdom.
Kahini. I think the fact they taught us this in the Air Nation, sorry, at the Air Temple, that the map, because it's drawn on a flat surface, the North and South Temple area looks smaller, but it's because like if you made it into a sphere, it's actually the whole thing around the top.
Yeah, but what
That's
we
it.
do in the Water Tribe, what we do is we stretch it out so that it goes along the top, and then when you roll the map up and make it into a cone, it makes a perfect spherical surface that you can look at. Is that not what you guys do with your maps?
Sort of
Wait.
roll that thing out.
Our world is round.
Yeah, you
How about yours?
No, Shurva's not
It's
a
not just
corner.
round; it's a
We're not
sphere.
going there.
Aquila rises from the depths and like takes control of you, pulls you off the side of the bison to drown you in the sea. No,
As much fun as that would be to roleplay, no, she's not that dumb.
hey guys, guess who's back? Aquila rises from the ocean.
The puppeteer.
Yeah, that's it.
If this was drawn by the Fire Nation, trust me, the Fire Nation would be a lot bigger.
It also
saying.
put themselves
It's
at the
actually
center.
tinier than I first
The
thought,
Fire
to be
Nation
honest.
would be like centered in the map, and it would be huge.
That's such a good point. Yeah, maybe this was drawn by the Earth Kingdom because the Earth Kingdom's fucking enormous on this map.
It is. It's huge.
I mean, have you
It's
noticed?
absolutely massive.
Like, have you noticed that there's like
Yeah,
no
I was gonna say,
effort?
it's like the size of Water Tribe.
Yes, thank you, Ryan. Okay, well, clearly this was drawn by the Earth Kingdom.
Accurate.
How long did it take
Say
us to
no.
get across the desert? Like, this is pretty on par, because it took us several days.
Yeah, but you guys had to walk, right?
We had a sand boat for a bit of it.
Yeah.
For a bit of it. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, we'll be going a lot quicker than that, I imagine. While we're on the back of Mango here, how quick does Mango move?
Quick enough.
Quick enough. Okay. Well, that's an answer.
Maybe you need to ask Mango. Mango, how quick do you fly?
What measurement of speed
Oh.
would they use? Would they be metric?
Mhm.
Or would they
I
have like
feel
a whole
They're
different...
metric. They're not. They're
I
metric.
feel airbenders would use knots.
Yes.
I was going to say knots.
Yeah.
Would they? Because isn't... Wait,
Aeronautical
am I
miles.
showing my
No.
stupidity?
Yeah. Go on.
Isn't knots like speed on water, not in air?
Water and air.
You
Water
can
and
do
air.
water or air.
And air as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Air as well.
I am showing my stupidity. Here we go.
No, that's not necessarily a stupid question because there's a fun fact
No one
here.
knows how knots work.
Air at high speed acts like a liquid. Fun fact. So you can get the same amount of like of feedback with knots on
Just like knots.
knots.
Okay.
Because air is
Knots
a
turn to
fluid.
liquid.
Knots
if you
are
go fast
tricky.
enough with a knot.
Knots are tricky.
Tie
So
a
I would
knot
say
in a
yeah,
rope,
probably
bring it around liquid.
the air nomads do use knots as their measurement of
I'd
speed.
say Water Tribe probably would then too.
Water Tribe would as well. Fire Nation probably use firepower as their
Horsepower.
and the Earth Kingdom use coal. How many coals does it take? Yeah, this is a
How many
6
tons of
coal
coal?
journey.
They'll
6
take
tons
us
of
3 kilograms of coal.
Yeah.
You think I'm making money, mate?
We'll be
I
traveling
imagine
at
Fire
14
Nation to be
coals
very
per
much
second.
like America. Like, we would use miles and like not adhere to what everyone else is using.
100%.
We measure things in feet.
Oh god, yeah, and it's like it's literally the Fire Lord's foot is what you use to measure it. So every
Yeah.
time there's a new
Yeah.
Fire Lord, it's slightly different, and you have to like every measurement changes slightly, but it's a
I mean, it
different Fire
sounds
Lord's
about
foot.
right.
That's what they did. No, that's what they
It's
did
like-
in England with the king. Every time the king died and a new king or queen was crowned, the foot measurement changed because a foot was the size of the king's foot in England. How
That's-
fucking stupid is that? Rip the queen, sorry.
It's so imperial.
Definitely
Makes me think like
yeah.
Fire Nation's just like the dictator, like, you
Yeah.
are HRB Aladdin.
No, but that's actually like 100%. Like this is, I think we can all agree that the Fire Nation act a lot like the British, coming in, genociding the natives,
Oh.
and taking the land for
no.
themselves. I just want to,
Yeah.
just want to say,
Yeah. No,
just
no,
gonna
no.
say,
And
I
the
think
natives
if-
just had sticks.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I would I would say they're more like America. They assume that their president is the president of everything.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, then, yeah. And when they have resources that they need, like oil, they just come on into the east. Spices.
Air temples.
East.
Air temples?
The east. That was like the East. Because you're in the East. Yeah, you're like East Fire Nation Company, like the East India Company.
East Fire Nation Company. That's a thing now.
Yep.
I'm going to call it the East Azulon Trading Company.
Oh, that sounds good.
Wow.
That's nice.
Thank you. But yeah, as you guys are like sort of like looking over this map and like poring over it and discussing and debating, the sun continues to set in the background, and you can see that as the last sort of rays of light come over, it begins getting quite dark on the land below. You can still see the sun over in the west casting this light over the Fire Nation. You can probably see as it sets over the land, the vast expanse of the Earth Kingdom. And excuse me, this beer's making me very burpy. Apologize if you're picking it up on stream. I've got no excuse. It's what is it? What am I drinking that's making me like
I can smell your
this?
breath from here, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm drinking Zytho Brewing's Tropical Haze. Not sponsored, but it is a nice beer. If it does make me burpy.
That's a good beer, but I've got to say, I've got a better beer.
It's literally better beer. For podcast listeners, he's literally drinking better beer. That's the name of the beer.
It's too perfect.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, you can probably see the edge of the sort of the flash of sunlight as it sets over the ocean as well, because you probably could see the ocean from where you guys are. You're quite high up in the mountain ranges here. And he sort of looks at the map and goes, trying to squint to see it. And like as the sun begins setting, it becomes very hard to see any detail in this map in the dark. Oki pulls out a little tinderbox and lights a very small torch, tries to hold it up, and the wind from the air just immediately blows the torch out because you guys are traveling high up in the air quite quickly.
Hey, Mako, you got a light?
Do we have a lantern or something? Can we?
Okay. How long can you hold that flame for?
Yes. I've never tried continuous burning. I've always just tried. Here you go.
It's always
This is
just
one of
like
those like Fire
a
Nation
cannonball
measurements, isn't it?
motion.
Cannonball motion, or like a flamethrower. I don't know what that is, but like just a burst of flame.
I thought this is just how Fire Nation
Back
just
up.
described time. How long is this? Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
It has been exactly 6 Fire Lord seconds.
That's 1, 2. No, too quick. 1, too
1
quick.
Fire Lord, 2 Fire Lord. 1 genocide, 2 genocide.
Oh, they don't use that unit
No,
yet.
Yeah, I
they
use
say
that
the
unit.
Fire Lord's whole name. So if they get a Fire Lord that's got a really long name, the seconds grow longer.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Yeah.
One
yeah.
Fire Lord Uzai.
1 second. A second is the time it takes to pronounce the Fire Lord's name. That's how they measure everything. That's so fucking dumb.
Classic
So many
Fire
options in
Nation.
his name.
Temperature is measured by how hot the Fire Lord can make his flame, or just by how hot the Fire Lord is. That's how they measure temperature. Fire Lord Azulon, so hot right now. Anyway, as you guys sort of like leaning over, Mako, you try and create some little
Yeah, I
fire
try
in your
to
hand to
just
create a
create a
lamp.
fire
Oh,
in your hand.
fantastic! Can you please roll me with focus or passion? I want to see how good you are at this.
Oh,
I would
Which
like
way's
to
wind
help
blowing?
as well by
And
like.
where is Mako?
I'll want to help by like pulling the air away, so almost like
I'm great at this.
not like.
So
letting
Al's
go
going to
completely
help
on-
by pulling the air away.
No, not so much that I.
No,
start
no,
to
no, no,
flame,
don't do that, don't do that.
obviously, But just enough to like block the oncoming air. You know what I mean?
I got a 12. I got a 12.
Okay,
Nice.
Al doesn't help.
You said he does now. I was like trying to like focus and create this little kind of like wall of air or try and slow the wind around Marco's hand. Yeah, Marco, as you concentrate, pull this flame into your hand, you create this very small flame that you're holding in your hand to allow yourself to look down and see. And as you hold it over the map, with Al sort of helping protect the flame from the wind as it buffets at the edge of the bison and buffets at the edge of your map, you can look down and see a bit more clearly now. Ahini looks over and goes, so what are we thinking? Village? Camping? I'm perfectly happy to camp. I quite like camping, but just...
I rolled a 15 before. How much do I know about the village?
Oh, yeah, sorry. What happened?
That's
Did we
right.
get
I
distracted?
forgot too. I got distracted too.
I was
think
thinking about
we
my
all got
beer.
distracted. Yeah, no, it was before that. I
Oh,
think.
was it?
I think we got
This
distracted
is
by
really
the
good.
size of the North Pole.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
yeah.
how far that went.
You know, Al,
That's
that
funny,
this
was.
particular town it has a little bit of a reputation. You don't quite remember the name of it off the top of your head. You think from memory, it's called Shui Town, Shui, named because it intersects with the Jai Shui River. You're not 100% sure. Thinking back, you have heard some air nomads. Like, definitely this is a place where trading has occurred and people have come and traded it. Some of the air nomads have come and traded for some fruits or some homegrown food, and they've traded it for some more processed things or some ingredients to help them create other foods. Sometimes they'll use it to trade for paper or stonework, and also they've sometimes employed some members of this town to help do some stonework repairs, although not for a very, very long time, fortunately.
It shows.
But yeah, you have heard of a couple of air nomads having stuff stolen. Now, for air nomads, this isn't too much of an issue. Obviously, possessions are something that tie you down spiritually to this world when you should be more spiritually open to the universe by not having possessions. But there have been some reports of stuff being stolen. And there was a rumor, you're not sure how true this is, that a bison had actually been taken, that they'd poached a bison and sold it on to some rich collector in Ba Sing Se.
Okay, guys, let's keep out of sight of the town. I think there are some roguish-like characters in that town.
It's a roguelike. Yeah, it's a roguelike.
Yeah.
Shurva has it.
They
It's a roguelike
they steal
RPG.
stuff and yeah, if we die, we just restart with nothing. Yeah, I've heard rumors about like a bison being stolen and sold off. So yeah, let's keep the flame off so they don't see us.
Okay, hear me out. We have bait, and we can catch them.
The tarts?
But no.
Make it make bait bad bait. You got a point.
Poison people?
This
So
way
you
we
can catch him, drop him off at Ba Sing Se, you think?
Oh. I was just gonna get rid of them.
Get rid of them and put them where?
Imperial law.
Like
When
how?
you say get rid of them, what?
What's imperial
What?
They're
law?
thieves.
What's imperial law?
They're thieves.
Is this a Fire Nation thing?
This maybe.
You gotta chop the hands off?
Oh, that's actually a good solution. Thanks,
I
Alan.
should have said that. Shouldn't have said that.
No.
We should be careful. We're in a different country. We don't want to.
Yeah, we're in the Earth Nation here. You don't just go chopping people's hands off and
Wrong suggestion.
Fire Nation law.
Okay.
Why would you suggest such a thing?
Well,
Why
you'd
would
dig
you
a big
psycho?
hole in them and you'd push them into the hole and cover it like you do. Not chop hands off or anything like that.
Oh, okay, so we should
Barbaric.
do that instead.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done with that.
I've got some follow-up questions. What's the plan?
Maybe we should land in the forest nearby, and if Mako wants to catch a thief so much, maybe he and maybe 2 of us, maybe 3 of us, or a handful of us should go into the town and investigate and suss things out, and the others stay behind with the bison.
No. That's just set up tents.
Look, I'm up for it. Absolutely. Yeah, that sounds like an okay plan. Oki? Oki nods and goes, "Why? I mean, I'm happy to camp too. We don't have to if these
Camping.
people are shit, we
Let's
don't
just
have to hang
camp.
out with them. We don't.
Yeah. Okay, let's just go.
Is there anything
camping.
we're pretty well provisioned? Do we need anything from the town, or are we kind of okay?
Well, if that's the case, let's just go a bit further and not even risk it.
I mean, unless there's something you wanted to get from them, did you want to talk to them or find out information? What are you thinking? Because we could always camp, and then if you just wanted to fly into town really quickly or fly one of us in with you, we could come with you.
Oh, there's nothing in particular. I just like sussing things out and exploring and having mini adventures.
Ahini nods and goes, "He's a curious little scamp. I've said it before."
Little adventures.
I'll blushes.
She notices you blush. It sort of gets a little bit of a confused look on her face. Oki notices you blushing, looks at Ahini, looks at you, leans over to you, Al, and goes, "You do know she's got a thing for Korok, right?"
I can't not blush. It's just I can't control these things.
Are you trying to suss out this village in case there's girls there? What's going on? Are you a bit girl crazy? What's happening, Al?
No, I just wanted to suss out the village and check things out. I'm just
I
curious.
bet you did want to check things out.
Yeah, You're looking pretty flush right now for a man who can't feel any weather right now. And he puts his hand on him. Like, okay.
He feels quite warm. He feels warm.
Interesting.
My abilities must be wearing. I'm going to go for a fly. I'll be back. I'll meet you guys when you by.
And the only person trained in flying a flying bison drops off the side of the bison and disappears into the darkness, out of sight.
Maybe you should summon a cloud and give yourself a cold shower.
Yeah.
Oh, as you drop into the night sky, you realize that you can't see at night on account of not being in D&D and having dark vision.
But surely there's like the moon and stars, right? Or
It's
is
a
it that
cloudy
dark?
night. Cloudy night. The moon has not risen yet either, as well, I should point out.
Okay.
So, no.
I'll realize as he can't see. Can I see the bison?
Yeah, because Marco's still got his little flame up in his
Okay.
hands.
I'm like,
It's
Mako.
Polo.
Oh, fuck off. And I set it up. I set it up for you. That's the worst bit. I even knew you were going to do it, and I still set it up.
I'll flies back. It's really dark out there.
As Al lands back on the bison, Mango sort of turns.
Oh, that's what happens when it's night. It's really dark.
Yeah. No. 16
Do
years.
you want to land this? Because otherwise we might have crash landed.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea. Let's. That looks like a good spot, and we'll go land where I pointed.
Okay. You land in the middle of a pit of stones and fire. As you just.
It was the only place I could see.
I feel at home.
There's a small outcropping overlooking the village, but far enough back and through the tree line that they won't be able to see you on top of one of the peaks. This mountain's a lot smaller than the ones around it, and it looks like a sort of a sheltered plateau with partly caved-in section that looks like maybe was once a large cave network, but it's collapsed and caved in and just makes a little overcropping. As Mango sort of lands and onto the ground, you guys sort of get thrown around a little bit as Mango lands quite heavily, not being able to see super clearly. And then Ahini sort of like jumps out and begins putting up like 2 or 3 standing torches around just to give you guys some light and getting to work on a campfire. As she starts like stacking wood, she looks over at Mako and goes,
Stacking wood.
"Why am I?" He clicks his fingers and like a tiny flame appears on his thumb.
Yep. There we go.
Thank you. And then he carries on and begins like basically collecting some sticks to get the fire going, and that's what she's going to work on. Oki will give her a bit of a hand with that as well. Maybe Oki will go get some water and get a pot of water going, ready to boil some food. What are you guys thinking of doing to help set up the camp?
I'll help set up the tents. Like Rung goes into the sacks and he picks up the tent pieces. And is it just all like poles and
no? So it's
all sort of stuff.
It's an air nomad tent, so it's actually a portable, almost like a portable yurt. There's only 4 poles.
Yes.
Yeah, there's only 4 poles that you need to actually set up, and they're actually joined by ropes as well. So all you need to do is like earthbend 4 holes, set it up, and then the fabric at the top expands outwards and is tied down to make 4 little dome tents in a almost like a cluster, like these little 4 yurt tents. That look like little yurts is the best way to describe it. I will consider doing a sketch of these because I genuinely think I should like create these and market them. I think people would want. Yeah.
Rung sort of like is there and he doesn't know if anyone's with him, but he's looking and he's like, kind of simple enough, but he sort of just like touches the ground and he's like, oh, I miss this dirt. I miss this dirt so much. And he just goes, and he just gets 2 big slabs to come up to like a big like tent like that. Make like a big A-frame tab, just massive slabs, like a big triangle. And he's like, is this good enough for anyone, or do you want these up? And he looks at Mango and he makes like another one for Mango to sleep under for the night.
Yeah,
Mango, are these good?
Mango, who's not sort of used to sleeping outside, being used to sleeping in a bit of a barn, does sort of like roll over underneath the large sort of section of stone outcropping you've created, this large slab of stone, like rolls over on her back, partly crushing the saddle underneath her. 6 paws in the air, goes,
Oh yeah, jumps on the belly, good big belly scratches.
Yeah,
like
fur begins like coming off and like attaching to your face and your clothes as the static locks the fur onto you. And then when you jump off, you've got a massive beard just made out of the bison fur.
Ooh.
And chest hair.
Guys, it's happening. I'm an adult now.
as you pat it and begin like stroking this beard, it immediately begins coming off.
No! Throw his face back into Mango. You go.
Yeah.
My manhood.
Your tiny like teenage adolescent boy facial hair, this like bum fluff is quite sticky. It's almost like a soft Velcro, and so lots of like exactly. Lots of the bison fur gets stuck in it, and you keep coming back with like different amounts of facial hair attached to you.
He's pulling it out.
Yeah, it's all like, and it's in your ears and eyes too.
this.
And when you like rub your eyes, it just rubs it in. It's very hard to get.
Oh no.
Yep, I know.
So warm.
Ah.
It looks so good though. It all comes up from a big sneeze. It's like,
Yeah.
give it some
And
more.
as you sneeze, the earth underneath you drops like into a semicircle about a half foot deep as you go straight down from the sneeze. Accidentally earthbend. All right.
Forget about
I was going to ask Bree what she's doing, but she's just taken a bite of food, so I'll ask Andrew. What's Mako doing?
So I was coughing
Not to call you out.
when you were describing the cave. Does it go any deeper?
No, it looks like it caves in.
Cool.
There's been some sort of like big cave in, who knows how long ago, and the cave's only sort of 2-3 meters deep, and then immediately
cool.
it's just a sheer rock wall with some pebbles and larger stones around it. Looks where it's partly caved in.
Okay, after lighting the fire, probably just hanging out.
What does hanging out look like for Mako? Take me through it.
yeah.
It literally just sitting there, just like.
So like I would have grabbed my
Prince,
sleeping bag or
Yep.
whatever I've got.
Yeah, you got a bedroll.
Roll, and just put it up against somewhere, like leaned it up so like I can just lean against the wall and just sit there comfortably.
Absolutely.
Arms crossed, obviously.
Why would you have open body language? You're a surly teenager.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree. Al, what would you be doing?
I think Al's a bit restless, so maybe I'll go do a bit of scouting around the general area.
Okay, just have a bit of a wander around, grab one of the torches that Ahini set up, one of the
Yeah.
standing torches, have a bit of a wander around. Yeah, do you want to roll me assess the situation, please?
Like before we landed, did I see any like
No lights or
nearby,
flames. Yeah, no lights or flames or anything like that nearby.
And like, do I smell anything? I'll just do that.
Do I smell anything?
7.
You smell earthbenders nearby. No. What's your question, Al?
Is there any cover nearby where people could be like watching us from?
I mean, the tree line is pretty dense. These are quite large
How
pine
far is
trees.
the tree line?
Only 20-30 meters away from you, and then it's a dense patch of forest. There could be people hiding in the trees, definitely.
I'll go for a walk towards the trees. Like pretty much just like to the tree line and just like enters the tree line just like a few meters and just like conceals himself for a bit and just stops and listens.
As you walk down toward the tree line and begin moving further and further away from the firelight, the darkness begins to close in around you.
I put my torch out.
Yeah, exactly. But still, that torch only illuminates sort of 2 or 3 meters in front of you and around you in this little bubble of light. This almost like zone of safety that you carry with you as you walk. But as you get further and further away from the camp light, and as you begin heading down this slight slope just out of sight of the camp towards the tree line, the darkness does begin to close in around you. It feels quite cold and quite isolated. And as you get close to the tree line, you hear a crack of a stick breaking from behind one of the trees right where you are.
How far from the tree line am I?
Only about 5 meters. This crack came from somewhere in the darkness in front of you. And as you hold your torch aloft, you see 2 reflected eyes, these lights reflected in the darkness in front of you.
At like head level or like lower?
Taller.
I see you. Who's there?
You hear a frantic whack, and then a duck deer moves out from underneath the canopy of branches, running away from you in the firelight. I mean, confusingly sexy for a moment with its raised eyebrow. Obviously, we've discussed the fact that the duck deer. But yeah, as soon as you call out, "Who's there?" The duck deer sort of pushes out from the tree line and begins running away with a little whack and begins running off.
Al blushes.
Nice.
That was more like Waluigi.
Oh no.
I think at this point I would have noticed that Al is like pretty far away from the rest of us, and I would like start walking over towards him to see if he's okay.
Yeah, as you get to the top of the rise and begin heading down this slight slope, you see Al suddenly startle, and then this duck deer like bound away from him as it runs away into the bracken away from Al, and you see Al like,
And then go bright red.
Yeah. In the limited light from the torch, you can see how red his cheeks are.
Yeah. Al's just there, just like, don't go.
No one's watching.
I can't even hand a picture of the tents. Oh, so you've already started.
Oh my god. Oh baby, it's a duck deer.
Duck deer.
Those eyelashes, though.
For those of you who are just joining us and don't know the context of this, I'm not explaining it. It's too fucking weird. You're going to have to go back and listen to episodes 5, 6, and 7, I think, is when that occurred. Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Goes back away. I don't want to explain it because I can't. It's the short answer.
Endermans don't partake in bestiality. This is just a very good-looking duck deer.
It's
Look,
kind of
you can
my
appreciate
fault.
it. You can appreciate beauty, objectively.
I was
If
the
anyone
one
can
who
get it
wrote,
in-
why is it kind of attractive?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or whatever it was.
Because it was Ali had done a sketch of a duck deer based on my description, and it looked
Just
Had
the
one
eyelashes there
raised
look so
eyebrow.
feminine. Yeah.
it looked intriguing. Is the words.
It was
I
good.
just need a mid-journey now. Get it to create as something beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, Shurva, you can look down and see Al sort of looking around
Yeah.
the tree line and seeing this duck deer sort of bound off.
I call out to Al, hey, you good down there?
Yeah. I'm just checking out, just scouting the nearby area, making sure that there's no one watching us.
I jog over to him. You shouldn't be doing this by yourself. I'll accompany you.
Okay. Well, I just thought I could fly away, but yeah, no, that sounds good. So
I mean, you're going into a dense tree area. Where exactly are you flying?
into the trees. I thought it would make good cover.
The tree next to you, Al says, "What if it is the trees?" No. That obviously doesn't happen.
This is where Al comes back with a tree army at the end of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very white robe.
Orcs sounds like orc mischief.
You just have this big white beard,
mischief.
but it's actually just Mango's fur.
It's just Mango's fur.
I always
I mean-
liked going south. Somehow it feels like I'm going downhill.
Alright, there's our obligatory tree beard reference out of the way.
So good references. I love it.
Mako
quite
can't
new
really get
title.
in any trouble if he doesn't know where he is. So I think he's going to stay put. So I'll come scout with you.
And that was Shurva's first mistake.
Last words.
Guys, I think I
yeah.
should
Last
burn.
words.
Guys, I think I should burn down the forest and make it easier. For us.
No.
Give us a line of sight.
Forests.
As you guys begin walking through the tree line, and sort of looking through, how deep into the forest are you guys planning on going? Or is it more just wanting to check things out?
Just checking
From the
it out, I
safety.
think. We're not going like all the way in.
Like,
Just
happy
the
to
tip
go
of it.
like a few
Just the
meters
tip.
in kind of thing and walk along like
Yeah.
the
I think
length
so.
of it probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like yeah.
Alright,
I
just the
think so.
tip.
Feel free to fly up and like have a look up higher. I'll stay down here, obviously.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to see anything underneath the trees.
Or the darkness.
Airbenders can't see in the dark.
I've got night vision. No, you don't. It's Avatar. It's not D&D. I've got 60 feet of dark vision. I'm a dark elf. So, no. Yeah. as you
I
guys
was a
begin-
goblin, and it was 120 feet.
It was as a goblin. Although, how was it 120 feet?
Isn't it? Isn't like the extra like there's two
Nice.
levels of dark vision, right? There's a 60 and there's a 120.
That's
That's a
ridiculous.
code.
Andrew's
Kobold.
nodding.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah,
Yeah.
now that you're saying that, I think that is right. That's stupid.
Yeah, can see further in the dark than I
Yeah.
can in real life.
Yeah, I know.
And there's also feats that just add on to that, like just add on extra 30 feet, and you're like, okay.
Yeah,
It's like people play these games for these unrealistic, real life things they just want to fantasy.
I know.
Like,
I know.
weird vision.
It's pretty funny. I should say, actually, there's a really fun build I saw recently for how to make the Flash in D&D. Basically, it's all just about having the maximum amount of movement speed possible. And I think when you finish the calculation, if you take the dash action on your turn, I think you can run 340 meters or 340 feet in a single turn, which is just insane. Like, you're running that in 6 seconds. I think I should do the calculations, but I think you actually achieve Mach 3 at that speed. Like, it breaks the sound barrier. No, seriously though.
No, yeah, that would, yeah.
I ran like Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and there's a thing where like you're chasing after the little dudes in the streets of Waterdeep, and someone had like, it was like 160 or so like that. But now just picturing with the 350, it would be like the A train going through.
It's running through.
You killed them just by catching up to them.
It's red mist. Like,
oh my god! And then they're just left. Oh, sorry.
There is a YouTube video of how to create Aang in D&D 5e.
Ooh, is that where the 4 elements monk? I'm guessing.
I think so.
Yeah.
And like you have to like multi-class a certain way and like all this kind of stuff. And it tells you exactly what to do, like level for level to create Aang.
I just found it. It's actually even worse than what I said. It's 1,000 meters, 1,000 feet in a single turn. So you're a tabaxi because you get 30 feet. You can then double that speed once before stopping as part of the tabaxi features. That takes it up to 60. Monk level 15, you get plus 25 speed, and you can use your key to dash. If you're 5th level barbarian, you also get plus 10 more speed, and then 5 more extra going through the mobile feat. You get a plus 10. Long strider gives you plus 10. And if you have the transmuter stone, you get another plus 10. And you have boots of speed, it's double speed. And then if you cast haste on yourself, you get double speed and an extra dash action. So you literally, like, that's moving 208 miles per hour. If you do the tabaxi, that takes you up to 540 miles per hour. That is insane. That's so fast. That's the sound barrier. I'm pretty sure that's breaking the sound barrier. Yeah.
Your bones would crumble.
Yeah. Your flesh would strip. You'd just run and then you'd arrive as a skeleton as your flesh.
Like, you would go so far and then you wouldn't be able to do anything at the end of it because all your actions are gone.
But still, hey, could you imagine?
You just
it's
run
like,
away really fast.
Yeah. No, but at that speed,
the epidermis behind you.
Yeah, at that speed, you're running through people. Like, all you have to do is hold a spear out in front of you, or just like get yourself in plate mail and run that fast.
Put your arm out and hang all of them.
Yeah. You'll break your arm.
You decapitate
You lose your arm.
Recoil damage.
The root arms.
Unfortunately, the speed of sound is 770 miles per hour.
Oh no! Okay, so it's not quite
You
the
had
speed
to
of
ruin
sound.
it.
Yeah. So it's like 0.75 Mark 1.
It's almost.
But
Mark
do you
1,
still
yeah.
do you still have the cushion behind you that just like shatters windows?
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone's eardrums and lungs and anything.
Oh man,
that's terrifying.
Jesus.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it's just so letting you know, there's some really fun things you can do with D&D if you decide to just focus on one thing. There are lots of really fun things you can do.
Another way to commit war crimes in D&D.
Yeah. No, but I do recommend everyone always tries to like min-max and get access to all these really powerful things. No. That's not what D&D shines in. What D&D shines in is picking one thing that's seemingly innocuous and specializing in it until it becomes really strong. I recommend that more than anything else. If you want to completely end your DM's fun and have no combat, you end all combat whenever you want to. You can do a paladin. I think it's the Way of Peace or Way of Tranquility. No, not Way of Tranquility, Mike. It's a paladin, Oath of Redemption, maybe, or Oath of Pacifism.
Oath of Conquest.
Yeah, Oath of Pacifism monk, and then a Peace Domain cleric multi-class, and you can endlessly cast Calm Emotions and end all combat whenever you want. And you have like, I think everyone has disadvantage against your ending of combat. I did it once for a one shot, and the DM by the end of it was like, I need to kill your character. And I was like, you can't. That's the best bit. So I had no weapons. I took no weapons. All I did was anytime anyone was violent, I was like, whoa, guys, we've got to just like chill it down. Hey, let's just be cool. All right. Let's have a chat. Like, what's making you feel so upset, guys? Come on, talk to me. And that was it. I ended every combat like that. It was the best. So yeah, that's what I love about it.
Then you got to deal with their emotions.
Yeah, no, genuinely. And I would.
Psychic damage.
It was the best. It was fantastic.
And then for Mako, all he'd have to do is find a character that has access to Wish, and he wouldn't even have to find a whale.
No, exactly. Exactly right.
But you get to just do that in D&D?
You got that just free? Damn.
You could be the whale.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I wish to be the
card.
whale. Oh, that would have been a fun thing if you'd said, I wish to be a spirit. That would have been fun.
Oh.
Shame you didn't do that.
Next time.
He's thinking about it now. Can't be out of
Maybe a
balance if a
fish.
spirit made the wish. Can they?
Go get
Why not?
those.
I think it would actually. It would add a spirit. I don't think that's how it.
But long story short, as Shurva and I'll begin sort of moving through the bracken and the large pine tree forest, begin looking around. Could I have one of you please roll and assess the situation, and the other one can add a +1 to it using the help action?
You can roll Shurva. I'll add a +1.
Remember how to do this.
Just click on assess the situation.
Oh, it's creativity. I think you're more creative than I
Yep.
am.
Okay, I'll roll it.
You have a +1 from Shurva's assistance.
That is a 12 then.
12, nice.
That's a lot better than I would have done.
That's awesome. Please ask me 2 questions. What do you so you said before you were looking for any signs of people or danger? I think you said if there's any signs of any danger near the camp. And anything else that you're looking for, or anything else you want to know?
That can be my question, and Shurva can.
Yeah, Shurva, let's
feel free
give
to
you a
ask the second question. Yeah.
Is there any way for Mako to escape from here without you noticing? There are a few options he could take in terms of getting out of the campsite without being spotted.
I mean,
Run into
that is
the
a
dark.
great question.
Yeah, what's your genuine question?
What would be the biggest threat to us right now?
Biggest threat to you guys right now? Okay, good question. Yeah, probably a forest fire would be a real problem. If there was some sort of inferno, and the trees began falling, you could get very easily trapped on this mountainside. A rock slide could also be pretty bad. If there was some sort of rock slide from up higher on the mountain, you would be in a lot of trouble. If it just landed on your campsite and crushed you guys to death, they're probably the biggest dangers right now. Loads of animals around here. The night is alive with the sound of owl cries, sort of the sound of things scuttering and skittering through the earth. You can see there's a few, I was going to say badger squirrels, but I think that would be a horrifying combination. So I'm going to change it to sparrow squirrels, because everyone loves the sparrows. No, oh, no, I've had a better idea.
Everything, yeah.
Swift, I'm going to do swift squirrels. Yeah, I'm going to buy swift squirrels. So they're like basically like
from?
Swifts from so Swift is a very small bird that has a very very curved back wing, and they can fly very very fast. I mean, we could, if I want to make it extra cute, I could say it's a scissor-tailed flycatcher combined with a red squirrel. Should we go ultra specific?
Yep.
Yeah, Andrew's like, yeah, that's a cool.
Keywords.
Yeah, all right.
Yep.
Scissor-tailed
Those are cool
flycatcher combined with a red squirrel. Yeah, so you can see this sort of like the legs and main body of a squirrel, but with this long tail of the scissor-tailed flycatcher and the head, as well as these 2 wings coming off the back that allow it to glide very briefly between the trees as it runs and moves about. Yeah, you can see there's lots of creatures moving about through the night, including what looks to be some sort of viper owl. This long snake-like body with the talons and front wings of an owl that's sort of screeching down as it moves and grabbing prey off branches, devouring them by poisoning them. Bit spooky, but not a danger to you. Still quite small.
Okay.
Oh no, that feels like danger to me. Picture like little like swift squirrels that are just like moving at like Mach speed between the trees to just avoid the viper owls.
Wash my eyes!
Yeah, that's
So,
it.
boom. Oh, my ears, vipers.
Dave, how are you feeling?
Okay, I guess since I've already used my question, just having a quick look on the surface level, is there any food for me to get for Mango?
So you know that Mango can eat some pine needles, and they'll also make her breath smell quite nice as well. And there's low hanging branches all around here. You could probably use your air bending or Shurva's whip to help pull down some branches that you could bring back to feed to Mango, and she'll be able to munch on the pine needles, and that'll give her a nice pine mint fresh breath like a new car. She breathes.
I
in.
also have a lot of tarts still in my bag.
Same.
Yeah, true. You thieved a lot
That's
of tarts.
rusty.
We thieved a lot of tarts.
You thieved a lot of tarts.
Put a little
Thief
like
for sure.
little pine tree air freshener on her. Just pretty, smell pretty.
Yeah, no, easy. I harvest some pine needles and some stuff, and I get Shurva to help me carry them back to the camp.
Okay, fantastic. Just gathering like 2 armfuls each.
Yeah, just whatever we can carry. No more, no less. That's the air nomad way.
It's the air nomad way, no more, no less. As you carry the armfuls of pine back up the slope, you can see that Oki and Ahini together have got a little pot of some almost like a stew cooking that they've created. Mango's got to have her dentist stick every day. Yeah, she's just a big dog. It's a big dentist stick. All the nice pine sap. Yeah, you can see Oki and Ahini have been working on a pot. They've added a little hot pot basically. They've added some noodles, some chopped up vegetables. Mako hasn't helped at all that whole time. Rung's just been like earthbending and then kissing the ground every so often. Like going, oh, beautiful earth, yeah. Yes, Al.
The main thing is Mako hasn't gotten in the way.
That's true.
Yeah, like I would have no idea how to cook, so it's for the best.
Yeah, it's a good point. But yeah, as you guys come back up, you can see Oki and Ahini have just basically finished cooking this hot pot with noodles, chopped veggies, and then they've also just added some sizzling. What would be a good cow combined creature that they would eat?
Sky bison.
Oh no. What is? All right, hang on. I want an avatar animal generator. Concubine. Nice. That's awesome. That also sounds like concubine, which is a bit fucked as well.
I was thinking of
concubine.
I was thinking of like porcupine, and I was
That's
like,
good.
beefcupine.
Oh my god! Look at what came up with scorpion cow. That sounds awful. No, it's not going to be scorpion.
Yes.
It's not scorpion cow. We're going to call it kangaroo cow. Kangaroo cow.
Tail?
Oh, kangaroo cow.
Scorpion with udders.
Scorpion with udders. And it's venomous. As you milk it and go to drink it, it's actually just venom. Hippo cow. Hippo cow's not bad. That's also a terrifying creature. Hippos and cows together would kill the most people. More than sharks, more than anything else.
Is there anywhere in the world that they eat hippos? Is that a thing?
I don't think people eat hippos. I've got a feeling their flesh might be...
Hippos eat us.
Hippos eat you.
If there was a culture that ate hippos, that'd be the dominant culture.
They are.
The world.
Yeah. There are hippo cows in the show. That's right. I remember that now. I'm going to go with kangaroo cows just because I like the Australian swing on it. And kangaroo cow is kind of a cute name. Or kangaroo.
They eat hippos in native West Africa.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah,
How do you reckon they just like wait for them to die? Because I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be ballsy enough to take on a hippo.
No, I wouldn't be ballsy enough to take one on either.
It says poachers, many of whom are current or ex-militiamen, use rocket launchers, machine guns, and dynamite to kill the hippos.
I mean, I shouldn't laugh because that's fucked. But at the same time,
That's the only way to kill them.
It's so funny. In my mind, I'm like, there's something. Maybe it's because like in like Far Cry games and in all the Ubisoft games, when you like want to get animal skins, if you use a bow and arrow, you get like double skins. And so in my mind, whenever I think about hunting animals, it's always assumed that you're using like a bow and arrow or something. And so when I was imagining,
primitive weaponry.
yeah. But like not
because
how much hippo's left after you've blown it up? And like
apparently enough.
A big net.
They tenderize at the same time.
Apparently,
already cooked.
hippos taste mostly like beef.
That makes sense.
I believe it. Yeah,
that makes sense. All right, in that case, all right, we can.
I don't eat hippo. Well, I'm not eating anyway. I'm vegetarian.
You're having the vegetarian. So what they've done, and I was getting to this. I had remembered that you were vegetarian in this game. They have cooked on a hot stone. They basically put a stone in the fire, cooked some sizzling strips of kangaroo beef. That they're keeping separate, and people are serving. You serve from the hot pot first, and you can add the beef if you want it. They're not cooking it all together. Yeah, I know. I'm on it, mate. I know what it's about.
Thanks, Ahini. Thanks, Oki.
Ahini looks down and goes, "Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of kangaroo beef either. I don't know. I find it doesn't agree with me very well. So I'm sticking to the veggies tonight too."
Oh, did you say kangaroo beef? Hell yeah!
It's really low in fat. It's actually really good for you. Lots of
it's like really lean.
Really good for muscle growth.
It's half sustainable as well.
I'm pretty full up on tarts. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely fucking had my full of those tarts. I really demolished them. They're really nice.
What's that word?
Which word?
Full?
Yeah, what does that mean?
When you've had sufficient
Mako
amount of something. It's like Naruto.
like those
every anime ever.
Noodles. Yeah.
It's just Naruto style. The two of you just absolutely going ham on this thing, just taking it 100%. Apart. Yeah.
As long as it's not Food Wars style, then it's fine.
Oh no,
Food Wars style. Nice. It turns out that actually. It's pretty good. No, so Ahini and Oki, I actually rolled for them to see how they went because I was like, oh, I'll do this properly. I've rolled using Roll20, which means you guys can't see it, sorry. But yeah, they got a 10, which means that it's they've done a pretty good job making this.
nice.
But yeah, the two of them were. Oh, maybe I should have given them help because the two of them worked on it together. All right, it's an 11. It's actually even better. Yeah, it's a really nice stew, really hearty, really warming. As the cold night air begins pressing it around you and you huddle up close to the campfire, the stew actually has a bit of a smoky taste to it as well. And you can actually see that Ahini had actually spent some time stirring it with a charcoal stick to give it a bit of a smoky flavor as well. And it's really nice, especially for those of you who add the sizzling kangaroo steak on top. Yeah, Marco's just like...
I quietly just turn to Mako and say, thanks for not running off while I wasn't here. I really actually appreciate that.
The benchmark pretty low.
Yeah.
The bare minimum.
Fucking minimum. But it means so much to Shurva.
As you say that, you turn around and Marco's gone. Because you go, oh, Marco, hey, I just wanted to say, and like you're serving yourself some more food. You're like, it's really great that you didn't run off. Like, oh, did you want any more? And he's silent. You turn back around and he's just gone.
The soup bowl's just like spinning on the
spinning
ground.
And a single noodle like goes around the rock and is like, sucked around the side of the rock as he disappears from view. As you guys are sitting around the campfire, sort of having a bit of a chat, he looks around and goes, "Does anyone know any good ghost stories? Like, it wouldn't be camping out in the dark without like a good scary story. Does anyone know any good scary stories?"
Mm-hmm. We didn't. The only real stories that I know are the ones from the Ember Island
Yeah.
group.
Yeah,
We didn't really have much other like.
And we really shouldn't be telling about those. Like,
No, but we can talk about the ones that we went and saw when we were kids.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, tell me.
They're
I'm
They're
curious
still
to
a bit
know.
extreme, I think.
Yeah. There was once a coal town. Wait, my camera turned off. No, this makes it spooky now.
There was
okay.
once blank.
I thought
There
that
was
was
once
my
a
end. I'm
coal
like, oh,
town.
okay.
And they had
It looks
the
really
most
funny on
coal
stream.
in existence. They had thousands of money's worth of coal. And one day, a fire person came to town and lit it all on fire and left, but no one ever caught that person.
A fire person came to town. A fire person? What's
Fire-
what, like a firebender?
Just
Do
like
you know what
that,
day this
sorry,
was? Just out of
trying to
curiosity.
think-
Just have to like check with my calendar.
Was it a
I
person made
don't
of fire? Or like a
know.
person who was like bending
Rung is
fire?
very distracted
Yep.
right now by the spooky story.
As the embodiment of fire.
I mean, sure. That was. I mean, yeah, that was a bit spooky. How shit it was. Come on, someone's got to have a good story, right?
No, I
I think
mean-
my favorite play from Ember Island was about Fire Lord Charu. I'm saying
I
that
don't
wrong.
know anything about that name. I've never heard it. Tell me, who's Fire Lord Cherry?
I think I'm saying it wrong. It's like Cheru. I always pronounce it wrong.
Okay.
But basically, he took a mistress for his consort, which she was pretty promiscuous,
Okay.
and she was known as the Fire Lady.
Fire Lady, okay.
And they were not supposed to be together. She was from like a shitty clan. That no one
Shitty
like talked
clan.
about.
What makes them shitty?
I mean, we
What's
kind
simple?
of use
No money.
them more as slaves.
No
Oh
money.
wow.
No money.
Okay.
Like,
Like
Mo-
think
money-
like housekeepers and like maids and such. But yeah, they fell in love, and then the fire people say that, like the Fire Emblem group say this so much better. But basically, they had 2 kids.
Okay.
And then he went off and married someone else.
Oh, dick.
At least that's how the Fire Emblem group, not Fire Emblem, but like that's how
The Ember
they-
Island. You said the Ember Island.
Yeah, that's how the
Okay.
Ember Island troops said it went. I don't think anyone believed that, but it was pretty saucy back in the day.
Look, great goss. Love a good gossip story.
I don't think
Not exactly
They
scary.
didn't really
was it?
tell
I
scary
don't think-
stories on Ember Island.
I don't think there's anything scarier than what we've witnessed the past couple of days. Like
Yeah.
spirit possession, getting controlled by a bloodbender. You know how it goes.
Creepy dolls.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Al, don't you have like some puppets? Do you want to do a puppet show?
He
No, I
stole
don't have
those.
them anymore. They
Oh.
yeah, I think Akila took them back.
They
I
were
don't
gone
actually
when
know
you
what
guys
happened
got
to them.
back. Yeah, they
but,
were just
like,
gone.
Right.
Yeah.
I've
Could
got
I,
a...
could I get a
Yeah,
rock?
go.
And I was gonna say, could I get a rock and knowing that he hasn't a little puppet anymore? Could I like find a good rock and just like blast out little chunks of it to make like some sort of sky bison? Like somehow just like by whittling. Like,
Oh, you can certainly try.
Laughing at chat.
oh yeah,
We're laughing at chat.
Having to hang out with Mako. That's a good, scary story. Thank you, Senpai. Yeah, Rung, you can certainly try. Do you want to roll me with focus, please? Or creativity. Focus or creativity, your choice.
Let's go. Right there, one. Let's go. Focus. 14.
14. That is an incredible roll, if that's what you actually got. You did. Fucking hell.
Absolute success. He's just
yeah,
like,
wow.
He's not chipping into it. He's just like, turns back towards everyone, back away from everyone.
Holy shit.
Just flicking out bits of rock.
Yeah. As like Rung begins like focusing and then hands over this brilliant tiny statuette of Mango. And it's identifiably Mango. He has done an incredible job. The saddle's complete, and there's even, if you look, a tiny Mako sleeping on the back of the saddle, not helping out. Like in place. It's incredible the detail that he's gone to this. And as he like holds this out, Ahini like goes to sort of like laugh at it and then goes, "Fuck, that's great. Why are you dicking about with coal? Why aren't you like a sculptor or something?" Rung.
I think some of the finer details could be a little bit better, but it really does just come to the quality of the rock in the Earth Nation. Like, it really is just good rock. You won't find this anywhere else. A mineral, so please hold it yourself. He passes it over. See, like, just the structure, so you can see it in the... He's putting little details.
This is really cool.
Seriously, this is amazing, Rung.
The fur looks like the real fur.
Yeah, it was, like, thanks to all that really good food, it really filled me up here. Like, all the vegetables and fish and all that have been good, but something about a good hearty meal and good quality of rock. It's just back home, as he just touches the ground, he's like, "Oh, I missed you. I love the soil."
Run, can other Earthbenders make it to this quality, like in your town or where you grew up?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really check. I mean, some people do some nice little figurines, but not really. Don't really play around as much as I did. You kind of get bored sometimes when you're just down in the tunnels.
You know, you could sell these, right?
Yeah, people would buy this stuff.
No one wants these. No, anyone can make one of these things. So I think, oh, okay, how much?
Go on, please carry on.
Actually, I think I do. I think I have like 3 Earth Nation coins. I need to go to my D&D roll 20. Give me a sec.
Rung's got the number in his head that he's...
Because you're really making these out of nothing. Like, you just get stone from the ground and you make it, and if you could sell it, that's pure profits.
Well, if we ever need some coin, I guess I could hobble a few together if anyone's worth one to buy them. Like, I don't know.
I more meant like after this adventure, you could just sell these for a living.
How much do you reckon sort of pay for them?
I don't have a good idea of money because I'm from the Endomens, but I'm sure someone could.
Here,
just realized who we asked.
I just rummaged through my pockets, and I'm like, "Here, I got this. It's 5 silver and a button."
And a button.
Oh my god. Yeah. I was gonna. Take it. Puts in 5 silver.
Mako, you can add a.
Pay for that.
Mako?
Do you actually have 5 silver on you?
Yep. Yeah.
He does. Yeah. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Brilliant.
Mako, please feel free to add. Please feel free to add statuette of Sky Bison in brackets excellent quality to your inventory.
And know
I'm
that
really glad I
there's
have
Mako
the rest of that
sleeping
money.
on it as well.
What was that? Sorry, Dave?
Oh, sorry. I said no. That there's Mako is actually sleeping on.
Yeah, there's a tiny Mako
Yeah.
sleeping
So
in
it's
the
actually a
saddle.
sculpture of yourself.
Yeah.
That's why he
Sorry,
wanted
Shurva.
it.
Yeah. 100%.
He's going to treat this with all the care and decency of the Rosetta Stone. I can already tell. Oh, I dropped it. My bad. Just yeets it over the side of the bison.
The sky bison broke, but the little me is fine.
Let's see how accurate it is. Can it fly like the real one?
The final battle with the big bad evil spirit. He needs to sacrifice something of sentimental value.
Amazing. That's pretty cool. That's not about. I'll just write that down. Chirpy hasn't eaten since the Rosetta Stone was carved. I have heard Rung describe feeding Chirpy, although not tonight, I would like to point out. Rung was happy to just absolutely smash Hot Pot, but he has not fed Chirpy.
No.
As you reach into your pocket, Chirpy, you pull out a pile of bones. Unfortunately, Chirpy.
Like he left Chirpy in the Northern
his
Temple.
pocket. He has pockets. He's got little tucks.
Well, Nightbot. He hasn't kept Chirpy alive for 11 days. Let's not get too excited. He's got to check on Chirpy first. Chirpy, would you like to check? Rung, would you like to check on Chirpy?
I'd like to check on Chirpy. I haven't checked on him since they're nomads.
Yep. As you pull out Chirpy, he's looking a bit lethargic, not really his usual self.
Chirpy, I'm so sorry. Chirpy, I'm sorry. Noodles. I need noodles. Here's a hot pot because it's noodles.
Would Chirpy eat mango tarts?
Definitely the pastry and the fruit. Yeah, actually, mango tarts is a good call for an omnivorous
I think
bird.
I'm all out of seed.
I pull a mango tart out of my bag and put it in your hand where
you don't need the whole mango tart's pretty big. Like you don't need to give a like a slice. It'd be fine.
Okay, well, like a slice. I assumed they were like this big.
Oh no, they're like proper pies. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like take a chunk of it and just hand it to you.
They're big enough that if you throw it at someone's face, it covers their face. Like otherwise, like Monkey Atsu knows what he's about. Like he's there to throw pies and bake pies and throw pies.
I just imagine them
and he's all out of
like
ingredients.
You know, like jam tarts you can get from a bakery that are like small.
Yeah, no, these are like proper,
nice.
like Mrs. Mac's big apple pies.
No more, no less. That's
reference
the
to
Airbender
pie.
way, and we just felt they needed a bit more.
Yeah. What's the other one?
I hand a chunk of that to Rung.
Yeah, exactly. Chirpy sort of begins like ravenously tearing apart this pie. Sort of like cute sparrow
I'm gonna
beak.
walk over to Mango and give her the rest of it as well.
Yeah, Mango's demolishing those pine needles that you'd presented, those large like sections of pine tree. And as you bring over the tart, sort of Mango looks up. Section of pine tree like drops out of her mouth. She opens her mouth wide and eats the entire thing off your hands, and then begins licking you furiously, Shurva. Bits of mango pulp still on her tongue as she licks you with it, sort of giving you like a bit of a sticky mango pulp bath.
I'm just like making all of the pets slowly like me more. I don't have a pet.
Amazing.
My pet is Mako and he doesn't like me, so...
It's pretty funny. And you head back over. Oki, sort of seeing you a bit sticky, goes, I can get that for you, Shurva. Hold still. Hold really, really still. Now this might tingle a little bit. And then a wave of water from her water skin over your face and begins like just swirling and churning around you as a Heaney joins in. They begin like throwing you backwards and forwards as they push the water to and fro with you in the middle. And then as they pull it off, Heaney looks back and goes, Shurva's looking a bit wet. Could you like... Could you...
Yeah. Yep. I'll just... Mako, you might need to like light a flame just to keep her warm though, because if I just dry her off, it'll feel very cold for her.
They're like, you know how we were like cooking them food, and there's a big fire there.
I was just trying to ask you to help out, Mako.
No. Yeah.
Just thought you might like to, I don't know, do something, but
I don't know where you want me to light this on the fire. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Yeah, what further function could I serve as compared to this small campfire? Like, let's be honest here, boys. I'm trying my hardest, but I've been overshadowed. You picked the campfire over me, and I'm salty. I'm a salty little prince, all right?
Yeah, I am.
Shurva stand near the fire, and Alden blow dries her by not putting out the fire.
Marco's only got 2 settings: incinerate or nothing. It's either crispy or not touched at all.
There's no Louis Center with me.
Has Oki once in this entire campaign fed her pet?
No.
Bolto.
Yeah.
She has
She never
described
set the
feeding Bolto.
precedence. Yeah, she hasn't really set
Okay.
the precedence of needing to feed her all the time. It's just funnier when it's chirping.
Because I'm like, I always forget Bolto
Wrong.
exists because we go like 6 or 7 episodes without
Yeah.
Without
mentioning.
mentioning Bolto. Yeah. I was so
Frail.
when Oki redid her character sheet, I think technically she doesn't get Bolto anymore.
I think she
So
leveled up and took the pets perk.
she
from-
took the Yip Yip one, the one where she has a massive rideable pet. And the way we've kind of worked that, because it gets a bit complicated with this figuring it out. Technically, Oki's character sheet is what gives you access to the Sky Bison. So technically, on a purely rule lawyer's standpoint, technically Mango is Oki's. However, in practical sense and law-friendly sense, that's incredibly hard for me to justify. So it's more that Mango is your bison. Oki's just going to be more focused on taking care of Mango. Like Oki's going to be very much conscious of looking after Mango.
It's cruel. I'm the air nomad who doesn't have a sky bison. It's the water tribe.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, but my
so-
friend does. It's
So
It's
that's
shared
how I've...
custody. It's fine.
Oh,
That's how
I
I
see.
figured it out.
Yep, and not best friend. I see.
Yes.
I get on the weekends. It's yeah.
So let me clarify. In game, Mango is 100% ours. In the rules,
in game, Mango is all of ours. Mango is
Exactly,
a family
yeah.
pet.
and you will get benefits from riding Mango. I think she helps you clear fatigue and gives you access to clearing conditions
Flight.
as well. Yep, and flight. Yes, yeah.
Fast
But,
They're all airbenders now.
But yeah, technically, for those of you who are wondering how suddenly they've just picked up a Sky Bison for no reason, it's because Oki has changed her character sheet, changed her playbook to the icon, I believe. Yeah, the icon.
Yeah.
And one of the things that she's taken is the Yip Yip, so that's how they get access to it. I haven't just gifted them a Sky Bison for no reason. It was something that is a feature that Oki took, but we've had to do some things with it to make it fit the lore. So technically, it's
How did you get a sky bison with the air temple? The secret ingredient is crime.
It's not a crime if there's no police, and I just see a bunch of fucking pussy priests. I'm going to take what I want and see how they deal with it.
Monks.
Oh,
We
no.
prefer to be called monks.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the monk that gave it to us is a troublemaker, so how do we know we didn't actually steal it?
Where did it go?
And also, this monk is also about to bail out of the Northern Air Temple and move to the Southern Air Temple. In fact, in the next, I think, 2-3 weeks is when he moves to the Southern Air Temple.
So maybe that's to
Yeah.
escape suspicion of a
Yeah.
missing air bison.
He's a bison rustler. Monk Yatz is a bison rustler. You heard it here first.
Oh, they're onto me throwing pies as he's flying away.
That's canon now. I didn't shoot the sheriff. He's throwing pies. Oh my god, amazing. Yeah, as you come back, I'll looking at, you can see Oki is sort of like feeding Bolto a bit of loose carrot, and Bolto's just it's like munching away. Actually, that's a good point. Oki looks at Bolto and then looks at Mango and goes, "I just realised we've never introduced Bolto and Chirpy, or Bolto and Mango, or Chirpy and Mango. Should we do the pet introductions now?
I think it's time for pet introductions.
I think it's time. Chirpy. He sort of holds up Chirpy.
Hi,
like
I'm
the
Mako.
Pie crusted face.
I'll grab the handles for Mango just so it doesn't eat Chirpy.
You do know that your bison and all bisons are vegetarian, like the
I
monks
thought it
are.
was Omni. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, it's got Mango on its face. So
I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident the sky bisons are obligate vegetarians.
Yeah,
I was more worried about the mango tart all
mango,
over its
yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Terrifying that bisons were carnidores. Just bison flies down.
It's like the owl viper I was just describing. It's just terrifying. I didn't mean to describe such a terrifying creature. So that's Oki's ghost story. Oki's there's these creatures, a cross between an owl and a viper. It's got the wings of an owl and the claws of an owl, and the venom and mouth of a viper. It's literally the most dangerous parts of both animals, and they live here in these woods. And then as she says that here, the tree line.
I haven't seen that. I'm sure I've seen that David Attenborough documentaries where it's got the snakes that like jump from the tree tops in the forest.
Oh.
And so, like, do the big fruit
As
thing.
you guys are doing this, there's an air nomad monk, this older air nomad monk looking around being like,
Ah, yes, here we are in the forest surrounding the Sky Mountains. We have here Sky Peak Mountains. Very strange and unusual creatures, very dangerous, but fascinating, truly magnificent. Ah, here comes one now.
he holds up his arm and the snake just goes onto his hand. He's like,
Ah, yes, as I feel the venom coursing through my body, it is excruciatingly painful. Ah, the wonders of the natural world. Right now, as I head into toxic shock.
Oh, they're
Yes.
poisonous. No, it's venom.
It's venomous. Poison is when you eat something and you die. Venom is when something eats you and you die.
If you ate me right now, I'd be poisonous.
for those of you who are wondering, yes, I do a good David Attenborough impersonation. Yes, it's true.
No, we just brought David Attenborough on real quick.
I really, as a child, I would watch back-to-back David Attenborough. So it's not
same.
surprising. Not surprising I can do his voice okay. I've had a lot of practice.
Amazing to fall asleep to.
Oh, man, fantastic.
I'd like to confirm that flying bison are herbivores.
Herbivores.
Okay, there you
Oh,
go.
damn, they're not
Completely
omnivores.
herbivores because
Yeah.
their
Another fucking-
teeth are really, really flat.
Yeah.
So they
So
can't
crushing
possibly
plant matter.
pierce meat.
That would be funny
Yes.
if there could be a danger to little children. just
I
flying
know.
over.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's funny. I said obligate vegetarian, but in my mind I was like trying to find the word herbivorous, but I couldn't find it, so I had to go for obligate vegetarian, which is the same thing, but still, I can't believe I couldn't remember the word herbivore
We got
for a
there in the
second.
end.
Yeah, I got there in the end.
Obligatorily vegetarian.
Yeah.
Just doing this.
Ah, so otherwise known as herbivorous in nature.
Yeah, Oki pulls Bolter off her shoulder and walks towards Mango. Mango sort of reaching out, going, sniffing with these massive fucking bison nostrils. And Bolter sort of like tiny little cute mink face that comes up and goes to like sniff, this little like otter fox face that comes like to sniff. And gives Mango this tiny little lick on Mango's nose. Mango sort of rears back a little bit confused and then reaches forward and gives Bolter this massive lick. And then Bolter sort of like goes tumbling across the dirt. Gets back up, shakes herself off, and then runs over and gives another little nose lick to Mango.
Aww.
Oki picks up Bolter and goes, I think that went okay. That's a pretty good introduction. Should we try Chirpy?
Now we separate all of them and they never go near each other again.
So wait, canonically,
I'm
Chirpy's head is that of a sparrow. Is that
Yes,
correct?
yes, it is.
Yes.
Hang on, that's
Fucking
a really
ugly
good
thing.
question. Hang on, I'm gonna. In the meantime, I'm gonna ask my
Beautiful.
AI art bot to make an artwork of a.
Previously, we had the head of a sparrow, and we all,
I
most of
remember-
us agree that's fucking terrifying.
Oh,
Ali
yeah, no,
tried it
that's-
a
no,
few times with an AI bot
Yeah.
and it didn't work.
I'm gonna corgi with sparrow head. I'm gonna give it a go.
No,
I'm gonna get
don't
this
do
AI
it.
bot.
It
This
has
AI
to
bot's gonna
sparrow
work
head.
on it. I'll let you know what I find.
It's
terrifying.
Carry on.
Because it has a sparrow brain. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does. Please, Rung, please introduce.
Was that a dog sound I just heard then?
That was Dave.
That was me making a sparrow sound.
That was Dave doing a very terrifying sound.
I thought I heard just like. I'm like, oh my god, that AI bot makes a noise.
Wait.
It makes-
That was a chirpy sound. That's what it was.
More of like
Chirpy.
an otter behavior or
You're-
fox behavior?
Chirpy, your voice has got so much deeper now. You really are older.
Chirpy
You're
had
ready
puberty.
to see the world. You're ready to leave Popper's shirt. Popper smells.
Jesus.
He puts down Chirpy.
Oh god.
And it's like, be free, my little one. Don't go too far. You're still coming back. Not free as in run off in the jungle. You'll die. But go, please.
Those
Go meet Mango.
viper owls will get you.
The fuck? Oh my god, he looks up at the trees.
Oh my
There's
god.
just one-
He's like-
there's just one coiled around a branch just waiting.
As you, I've had there's
Killed
been
the rock
some
just
there's
in
been some
case.
options that are pretty cute that I'm pretty happy with that look okay. I'm just quickly adding. I'm giving it one more go with all of the Ali's like volumetric lighting, textured bioluminescence gradient. All this like extra shit she's added to make the bot do really cool stuff. As you bring Chirpy over, Chirpy pecks at Mango's fur, trying to like get the mango off Mango's fur. Mango sort of like is a bit affronted by this and does like a bit of a grumble, but then lets Chirpy continue, and Chirpy continues to like peck off little bits of Mango before like nuzzling up to to Mango, and then using little like bird feet to crawl on top of Mango's head.
You're
Like
like
It's like,
snuggling.
it's like a hippo and bird
Oh,
relationship,
beautiful.
right? Where the bird sits there and packs away all the
Yes.
the parasites.
yeah. Eating all the fleas off Mango.
That's it. Yeah. 100%. That's pretty funny, actually.
Well, at least I don't have to feed him anymore, actually. That's good. Wow, that's a symbiotic relationship. Well, I guess Chirpy's self-sustaining now. Wow, this is much easier for me. I don't have to worry about feeding anymore, perhaps. God, this is good. Guys, this is pretty good, right? Is this don't have to worry about him anymore? Is this what parenthood's like?
You'll still have to worry about
We-
it wrong.
I don't think any of us here actually have an understanding of that, so.
Oh.
I'm
I guess I'll
16.
go a little bit longer. So much
Oh,
effort
there's been
having to
some
feed
there's
it
been
all the
some
time,
good
you know?
options that it's come up with. Holy shit! I'm gonna chuck some of these in chat for people to enjoy if they wanna
Thank
see
you.
them.
Yeah,
It's not gonna
yeah,
let
yeah,
you see the
yeah,
actual
yeah.
picture.
Oh,
I don't
yes,
know if you can
please.
see the picture from the. I don't know if it's
Yeah, in
working.
a second.
I think you have to like join.
Have to be in the Discord. Oh well, that's okay then.
I mean, mine's just coming up with a blank screen.
Okay, I'll
Actually,
try and
Oh,
just
yeah,
copy
fuck
the.
Discord.
I'm not the.
Can I
I'm not
copy
the
the
Discord
copy
either.
image? Here we go. Here we go. Let's try this. Can I paste an image into
Copy
Twitch?
image URL. Can you do that?
Copy image URL. Only the message link. I can save the image. Oh, copy link. Here we go. Never mind. Here we go. Oh, I'm an idiot. There we go. This should work now. Yay! Oh no, it's still doing it through Discord.
Everyone in chat's just like,
Oh,
"Hey,
yeah.
Link." Ooh,
Oh, that's pretty good.
see, look,
I
that's
mean-
cute.
It just looks like a dog.
Yeah, it does. Look, I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep working on it. Maybe I should Photoshop a sparrow head.
I like
on
the
a dog.
glowy
Because
nose.
my
When you have one
understanding
that has
is
a
that
beak-
it's a full
Yeah, I just
sparrow
lock onto
head.
it.
Isn't
You're
like
thinking
a full
Chirpy can like shoot ice from his nose.
Look, I won't lie. They're still terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying,
That,
cute.
Just
that
the
looks more like
eyes.
the fox spirit, to be honest.
Yeah.
The first one does for sure.
Yeah.
That looks like a really
Does
spirity.
Chirpy have corgi ears?
Yes.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
That's why it's so fluffy.
It's getting worse.
It's got corgi ears, which are furry, but it
On a
has the
sparrow's
beak
head.
of a fucking pelican, except sharp.
Oh, it's getting better. Hang on, it's getting better. I'm retraining it, and it's getting better and better each time. This one's not too bad.
When you show me the one with a cute, when you show me a cute one with a beak, that's when I'll raise my hand and admit I was wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do this.
Bottom
None
left,
of these look good.
I think
bottom
that
left
bottom
is a
right one,
chunky monkey.
bottom right one on the most recent one looks pretty cool. With, like that bioluminescence of like
Yeah.
feathery face.
Bottom
It
right.
doesn't
no,
really
no
look
beak.
like a beak though.
Yeah.
All
Like,
right.
they look good as a
I
concept.
think top right looks pretty
just not
pretty
seeing the
amazing,
beak.
actually.
Yeah.
Top
It's
right
got
one.
two noses.
It's
Yeah,
really,
two noses.
When he says
one
amazing,
eye.
he doesn't mean good. He doesn't.
really weird.
He doesn't mean
it's
it's
like
good.
evolving in front of me.
Bottom left, actually, something weird's happening with bottom left's eyeball. It's like sunken in, like it's like a zombie or something like that. It's terrifying. It's
Look,
wearing.
we're
the
getting a
mask
bit.
now.
We're getting a bit distracted. I can see why, because this is really really fun. Corgi body, dog's
Like,
body.
people
I'm
just
just
do
giving it
streams
one
this now.
more.
This is cool.
I know we should
If
just. We
anyone's
could
got a prompt in chat, give us a prompt right now.
give us some
File
prompts for the
number,
AI.
yes.
You think you can do any better than what we currently got? Because they're not great. I'll be honest. Oh shit! Some of these more recent ones are nuts. This one's insane. Check out this one. I don't know if I've shared this one or not. It's really cool. Alrighty, so we'll carry on. Although to be honest, maybe what was that?
The bottom left and the top right.
Yeah.
Both terrifying.
Yeah.
The bottom
Yeah,
left
yeah,
one just looks
yeah.
like a fox spirit.
Yeah.
Got a really tiny
Ah,
head.
you've come for me,
Ooh,
mortal.
actually, it's got one with a bird beak. It's got one with a bird beak. It actually looks more like an owl, but this one looks really cool.
But it's
I'll just-
cute.
It is
It's not
cute.
cute,
It is
though.
cute. No, it's cute. I'll just. This is Chirpy canonically now. This is really cool. It's the top right. I'm about to post it. Just give me 2 more seconds. I'm just waiting for the final variation to come through. Oh, it looks so cool.
He's running again, hoping to get a cute one. That's what he's doing. He's stalling for time.
Yeah,
No.
it's just like-
I just have to wait for it. Here you go. There you go. It's in the chat. It's in the chat. It's in the chat. Enjoy.
It's like cuteness, enhance,
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 enhance.
more cuteness.
Enhance. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Ooh,
Yeah.
which one? Bottom
Top
right?
right. Top right.
Top
No.
right.
Got to admit, the top right looks pretty cool with that beak.
Is its beak above its eyes?
It's more like an
It's
owl's
like-
beak.
Hmm.
But where's its eyes?
I kind of
Oh,
like the
it's
bottom
like the-
left.
I was
The
thinking
bottom left is what I
pretty cool.
imagined.
Bottom left
but
is
that's
Yeah.
terrifying,
fine.
isn't it?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's what we
imagined.
imagined Chirpy
That's
to look
what we
like.
imagined.
They're all
okay.
terrifying.
It's, like, it's so cute. And you look into its eyes, and it's just
Oh,
like,
it's getting better. It's getting better. It's getting better. Hang on, the AI's on it. I've just posted some more. For those of you who are listening to the
Figuring it
podcast,
out.
I'm sorry, this has
That's
not
okay.
become really fun. Let me describe what I'm seeing here. So we're basically using an AI
Jesus.
to train it.
Why
we're
are
training
they
it
glowing?
because I've added the word bioluminescent in it by accident
Oh.
because I was using it
Yeah,
before.
why is it when I look at Chirpy's face, I just hear like Latin? So I'd go like, oh my God.
For podcast listeners, I've been getting into this AI bot that you can train with text, and it will create images based on the text that you give it, and it's really, really cool. It's in actually the Lost Archives Discord. I've added it. You can play with it in the art chat channel, and you just type in /imagine and then give it a series of commands, and it will generate really cool AI images for you. We're just trying to get Chirpy to be created by it. It's
I think.
I can't see the art channel.
oh, is
I
it
think that-
on the? I think I added it to Dungeons and Podcasts, not the actual Lost Archives gaming channel. Let me try that again.
So what you're telling me is by the time we reach the 100th episode, we'll have a cute Chirpy.
Yes.
Maybe.
I think at the top right one from the most recent one is what I imagined with just a beak in the middle where it's supposed
It
to
looks
be.
like a gremlin.
Yeah.
Don't keep it away from water.
See, the
It's not a
the
gremlin.
top left one looks like a cat.
No.
Yeah, it
left
looks
one
like one of those
a cat.
furless cats.
Yeah, the left side
A
looks
Sphinx
like
cat. Yeah, it
cats.
does a bit. I pay that. It does look a bit like a Sphinx cat. You're right. That's really funny, actually. But yeah, there you go. It is now in the thing, and I'm adding the channel right now, so that if anyone wants to play around with it, if you're not on our Discord, you can access the Discord link through the links. I'm pretty sure you can access them through the links on the channel. Otherwise, they're on the Twitch
Be
page.
sure
and
to
you
put the
can-
link on the next podcast upload. Just
I will, exactly. Yeah. Here you go. I'll make it AI art. There you go. There you go. It's done. You can do it. If you just do /imagine, it'll do the bot, and it's ready to go. All right. Well, maybe this is a good point too. What have you just found? What have you sent us, Bree?
What have you
Duck beak
just
shaped dog muzzle. That's
This is cute.
that's cute.
This is
a
cute.
bird
This
head.
is
This is
cute.
a dog face with a beak.
That's cute. That's cute. All right. I get the sense we've kind of lost our way. I might wrap up the stream
we
there.
have.
You
That
guys
was a
have
plot?
yeah.
That was a
So
plot?
you guys
Oh,
go
damn.
through the night. You go through the night. You have a sleep during the night. I'm assuming. Did you want to take watch, Shurva?
Yes.
Or okay.
I will, yeah.
Yeah, we'll take turns.
Take turns.
Okay,
All right, perfect.
Mark.
So what we'll do then is we'll come back in at the beginning of next session. We'll go through your watch and see how that all runs, and then we'll hopefully have got this out of our system by then as well. So thank you so much for joining us, everybody. I hope you had a fun session. For those of you who are listening to the podcast, if you want to be able to catch up with what we're doing, you're going to have to go and check out the Discord. I'll put the link in the description as well, so you can join the Lost Archives Discord and you can have a bit of a play around with it. There are some really, really cool things you can do with this AI bot. I love it. I think it's really, really fun. Not sponsored. I just think it's really cool. It's just something really fun. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Stay safe, stay well, and we will see you all again next time. Until then, farewell, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
That's up for now, everyone.
Bye.